Guys, my latest Buy.jp delivery is filled with so many treasures, I can't even be- it's here! Everything in here is from Japanese shops and Japanese auctions. Buy.jp makes it super easy to bid or buy. Look at this Rebirth of Mothra calendar. I'm not gonna find this at my thrift store. Just when I thought I had all the Godzilla merchandise based on Hideki Matsui. Maybe you'll see this at a convention one day, but this is a stuffed Godzilla that's part of a promotion for allergy medication. There's a lot in here, and it's not even as close to pricey as you think. Sign up for Buy.jp using my link below. You'll help the channel and get 2,000 yen to spend. Shop. This allergy drug promotion Godzilla costs less. Everybody who likes to collect or even poke around or window shop should have a Buy.jp account. But don't you dare gun for the things I'm collecting. Sign up for Buy using the link in the description for free money! Welcome to Playtime, where we play together something or other. What did I used to say when this show started? We've got a plushie of my good boy Andy on pre-order. He's dressed like Dogthrow, but it is removable. I really want everyone who wants an Andy to have an Andy, so grab one in the link below and use the code ANDY10 for 10% off. You can also bundle an Andy with an MIB and save too. I sucked at promoting this one and it's ending really soon already, so please click below and grab an Andy. And maybe learn something new! That's what I used to say. And maybe learn something new. On Playtime. Playtime! Yay! Let's get ready to crumble the Bandai Creation Godzilla Crumble Zone. This is a playset that was available in America around 2002. And looking at the monsters in the set, you could probably tell that this set is based around the 2001 film Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah Giant Monsters All-Out Attack. That is not something this box is pointing out anywhere. It just has this confusing blurb that mentions monsters I don't even have in this set. Mechagodzilla? He's not even in the other sets. He's green? That's a bold thing to put 3 inches above a gray Godzilla. Folks, we have falling buildings, we have collapsing buildings, but where are the crumbling buildings? Collapsing bridge? Why isn't it a crumbling bridge? I got this obviously used box. It's in okay shape, and it is complete, so let's see what we got. The ground in your diorama is this piece of cardboard you pull out from the box, and already I'm a bit confused. In this image, the floor is almost peanut-shaped. Looking at mine, I don't see any cut lines or perforated lines or anything like that. It's not that I'm opposed to having a rectangle, but I really dislike the way the sides go up like this, and it's not something that's super easy to flatten out. But let's look at the monsters. We got Godzilla. He's got no articulation, but he's a good figure with some weight. Good enough sculpt and paint for me. Much has been made about his nostril here, or his horn, whatever you want to call this little thing on his nose. This Godzilla has always looked extra evil, but this toy here looks like he's laughing maniacally. It's Baragon, down on all fours and a good sculpt. Another monster that only needs 2 or 3 colors to get the job done. Same goes for the Mothra Bebe. Just needs a few colors and it's another nicely done sculpt. Here's Adult Mothra. She's where all the paint budget went. She looks great. These have all been really good toys for what they are. I personally think Mothra is the best. She's got a hole in her belly. We'll get to that. There is some flex in her wings for flapping. That's always nice. Last up is King Ghidorah, probably my least favorite of the bunch if we're being honest. He looks sad and non-threatening. I don't like the wings pointed downward all flaccid like that. It makes him look scared. In fairness, I think this is somewhat true to his walking stance in the movie, but when I put him next to Godzilla, it looks like Ghidorah is already surrendering. No, I don't want to be a good guy. Meh. This figure's got great texture, and I like the color, but the pose is just not doing it for me. Some quick size comparisons. All the way to the left is a tiny Trendmasters Micro Battle Playset Godzilla, so you can see we're not even in the same ballpark. Next is our roughly 3.5 Crumble Godzilla with his horny nose. One of those new finger puppet blind bags I got at a comic store there. And we could just about make out Shogun Godzilla's feet. The set comes with 3 vehicles. Some kind of hippie Volkswagen for me to get stoned in while the monsters attack. A dump truck that's all blue, but a really cool midnight blue. And a fire truck. 3 vehicles for a playset with this much road does not seem like a lot. Rah! Well, how's the military represented? Tanks, soldiers, a jet? One single jet! It's a cool jet, but look how big this space is. I've got room. Can I get 2 jets? A tank? A hot dog stand? Here's the literal centerpiece of the set, a road that goes down and a bridge. The bridge can easily collapse and go back. I like that. Alright, well, let's see if we did better with the buildings. Here are 2. They look good. Except they have no backs. They couldn't give it a back? The cylinder-shaped building is complete at least. We've got this pyramid-shaped building with a nipple on top. And you know what you could put there? The fighter jet. Because that makes sense. Jets land on buildings, like birds, and they perch. I hate when jets poop on my car. Mothra works up there too, and putting her up there makes a little more sense. These next 2 buildings are in pieces. Let's see, this one is very oddly cut, but it's fine. And this building is just 2 pieces. Here we go. 2 buildings ready to crumble. Alright, let's set up our scene. This is some type of mountain roadway near a beach and some tennis courts. We've got to line the centerpiece up with the roads just right. This little brown piece goes here, and I guess it's another building, and when we press the entire tunnel here, this little piece of the building just kind of plops over, and whatever you put on top just falls off. Feels like a big button for a little effect. Cars can go over the bridge, cars can go under the bridge. Godzilla could step on the bridge. Ha ha. And when it pops up with force. Enough to launch my car. Look at this. There's a little spot on the road where if a car drives over it and I hit this rock button here, the car goes flying. But that's nothing compared to how high the bridge was sending these things. The instructions actually do map out where the individual buildings go. They do go in specific spots. That surprised me. And here we go, a perfect recreation of the playset. This thing takes up some good space on the floor or table, but I can absolutely understand how exciting this must have been when it was released. So let's play with it. All in all, the playset is pretty cool, but compared to the other playsets we've talked about on this channel, it just feels really sparse. Like, if this were a Trendmaster set, there'd be an entire army, and lots of missiles. I don't have nostalgia for this set, so I can only view it through today's eyes, and that's never entirely fair, but I do wish that this set had just a little more. Another piece to interact with, a few more cars or planes, just a smidge more! In the publicity image, where the mat was shaped differently, the whole set looks a lot more compact, more dense. It looks like more. But in actuality, the playset is more spread, and therefore it looks empty. You can always add more monsters if you happen to have them around this scale. About the same time as this set, Bandai Creations released another box, the Pack of Destruction. This was just monsters, but a lot of monsters. You can see them on the side of my box here. Manda in a KB toy store? In 2002? But these figures don't scale with the Crumble's old monsters at all. These guys are only 2.5 inches. What a missed opportunity. And the monsters on the other side of the box are too big. What is this cruel game? I wish I fell in love with this, but even the Tricephalon playset seemed like it had more to do. Still, folk that did have the Crumble Zone as kids seem to really have only good memories, and I look forward to reading about them in the comments below. Because you know what? I'm sure to a kid, everything I said doesn't mean anything. I know I would have enjoyed the hell out of this thing. Goodbye.
Gojira. MrWest.com